Today I'm going to read you both a story about where the wild things are. I think everybody knows this story, and I've read it to quite a few children over the years when I was teaching at school. Max's wonderful adventure began the night he put on his wolf suit. He stepped into his private boat and sailed off through the night and day, and in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to the place where the wild things are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he went to bed without eating anything. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. Grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Wow. Look at the wild thing breathing fire. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws, until Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with his magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." I think they're going to have a party. They danced and jigged and jumped all night, and swung from the trees like wild animals that they were. And Max became so friendly with them that he rode on their backs. "Now stop," Max said, and he sent all the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. and sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a whole day and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. And that's the end of the story. So, of course, it was just a story that Max made up in his head, only probably for a few minutes. And that is it.